Hey gang, Dave Draper here with a very special unboxing for ToyWorldOrder.com.
Hey, it's me! Oh, yeah, hold on.
Hey, my buddy Jason. What happened to your face?
Shaved it?
Oh, well, apparently.
You never
use a weed whacker?
No.
Grew back fast, huh?
I shaved my goatee.
Oh no.
There may or may not have been mistakes made while trimming.
Apparently.
Anyway, what's going on?
Well, I thought we would do a little unboxing.
Ooh.
And then some professional toy reviewing.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes, comma, yes. What are we unboxing? That is the most.
It's not the most impressive of all boxes.
Nondescript.
Well, I cut off my address, but this is the GI Joe Collector Club subscription figure from 2015.
Heaven forbid people find out where you live.
We've got some creepy fans.
Mm-hmm.
Actually.
Oh wait, no, we don't. They're all wonderful.
Just saying.
Now that's creepy.
Dude, do you even want me to show you creepy?
What's creepy? What's creepier than this Tweety with missing a tail and a hole, so he can probably poop a little. I thought a poopy tap. That's kind of creepy. Ah!
We'll need to use a still of that, but I don't think the phone showed up very well.
No, I think it did. I can see it pretty good.
Yeah.
Is it gone?
Yes, it's gone. Okay, can we talk about the toy now?
Sure.
We are professional toy reviewers.
Yes. Whatever you say.
Yes.
What do you got there, Dave?
This is the Arctic Mindbender figure. I keep wanting to say subscription. The membership figure.
The fan subscription service, the FSS.
Yes, but he's not part of that. He's
No.
the membership figure, which is when you sign up for the club, every year you get a free figure. And you can choose whether you want the 12-inch version or the 4-inch version. And this year's, I got the 4-inch version, I usually do. And it's the Arctic Mindbender from like one scene in G.I. Joe the movie.
Yes.
And apparently the Baroness wears the same coat in a earlier episode.
Really?
Yeah, apparently he raided her closet.
Oh. But in here with the of course we get the Master of Mind Control card. We'll read that.
Card.
We'll read that in a little bit.
Yeah, it comes with some accessories.
Yeah, it does come with some accessories. Let's see what we get here. We've got Mindbender himself in his little purple coat.
Yeah. The first thing is a custom piece. The head is a boss fight sculpt, and a new one. It's different than they did a Mindbender at the very end of 25th for the Battle for Cobra Island box set. It's a different head sculpt.
He comes with a little like German Luger
pistol that comes with somebody. Most of the body is Cobra Commander from I'm gonna get the name of the thing wrong. Renegades.
It's got the weird.
Okay, this thing plugs into the hose.
Right.
From the backpack, and so it's like a little. I don't know, he sprays your house for bugs.
Oh, good. Didn't the vintage figure come with a backpack and a weapon that was kind of like that?
It came with like a little. I don't think it was a backpack.
Like a mind control gun or something like that.
Well, it came with this thing, and it came with the hose and attached. I don't think it was a backpack though. I think it was like a little thing he carried.
Oh, okay.
Like a suitcase.
Okay.
I think. You know, honestly, Mindbender's not my favorite character.
No.
So no, I know. So I really not that much of an expert on him.
He also came with a little blue laptop.
Little blue Cobra laptop.
Yep, which opens.
And that's come with several figures.
It opens up there. The bottom of it's actually more detailed on the bottom, which you'll get a better view of it here a little bit than the actual inside of it.
Well, again, that's I believe that's a Rise of Cobra era accessory or Pursuit, but back when they still carried it.
Gotcha.
And we have a stand, which is a Cobra stand, but it's white because he's Arctic, and it's got his name on it. Mindbender.
Makes sense.
Which we'll do a close-up on it.
Makes sense.
Oh.
Well, cool. Well, I mean, that's a nice little addition. I mean, that was the only way you could get this was to sign up for the G.I. Joe Collector Club by, I believe, what was it, like
April, I think.
By April of this year?
I think. I'm not 100% sure. I think if you hadn't signed up by the time he came out, you weren't getting them.
Right. So
So
that was the only way you could sign up for and get this figure was to sign up for the club.
Yeah.
Like Dave said, it's completely different than the FSS, which is their figure subscription service. This figure, of course, there's the G.I. Joe Collector Club and there's the figure subscription service, which are two separate things.
And they do this for the Transformers too.
Yep, they do it for the Transformers too. So.
I'm not sure if you have your choice of Transformers in the Transformers Club, like you do with the Joes. The alternate Joe was a 12-inch man of radioactivity or something.
Oh yeah,
he glowed in the dark.
Mike Powers?
It wasn't Mike Powers. They're doing a Mike Powers remake, but he was just like a dude with glow in the dark plastic skin, and he was like a man who had been nuked or something.
Oh, okay. Well, I think he's from one of the.
He's an action.
He's an action
team.
Action team guy, yeah, from the 70s.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
I mean, not an official one, but like part of their own little mythology. Yeah.
Right.
Because I mean, one year, not last year, but the year before was Comrade of Action.
Yep.
Which I bought at Joe Con.
Right.
And got his stuff.
Because you wanted it, because he was neat.
Comrade of Action. Come on, that's the coolest thing ever. So he was Russian adventure team.
I agree. It's pretty cool. What do you say we take our up close and personal look at Dr. Mindbender?
Yeah.
And I do like the tie.
Thank you.
That's a nice touch.
Thank you.
Did you borrow that from Puppet Duvall?
I think he stole it from my closet, actually.
How did he? Oh wait, no, he did go to your house.
He gets into my house a lot.
That's true. Yeah, it's weird.
Which is one of the reasons that I cut my address off of things.
Good call. Well, let's take a look at Mindbender up close personal. All right, so we've got the card here for the Master of Mind Control, codenamed Dr. Mind. Hold on, let me move Dr. Mindbender back here. Codenamed Dr. Mindbender. Dr. Mindbender was once a kindly orthodontist who experimented on himself to find a way to lessen dental pain through brainwave stimulation. As a result, he underwent a complete personality change, causing him to devote his life to evil and the complete suppression of humanity by electronic mind control. After joining Cobra, he improved and perfected the brainwave scanner invented by his predecessor, the nefarious Dr. Venom. He uses this chillingly effective device to brainwash anybody who opposes the policies of Cobra Commander.
I believe that text is from the vintage card.
Gotcha. Dr. Mindbender prefers to work out of his remote Arctic laboratory to remain far away from the prying eyes of the G.I. Joe team. He is incredibly ambitious and continues to perform unethical experiments on human test subjects. Each successful project only boosts his already high opinion of himself. I'll bring the miracle of thought control to each and every. I don't know why he's Scottish. I can't do a good Dr. Mindbender impression.
I will bring the miracle of foot control to each and every one of you.
I never understood why he was German.
Because he's got the monocle and the handlebar mustache.
Fair enough.
And he's German.
So a nice little data card there. And then we get a look at the Mindbender figure himself. So the as I was saying, the laptop he comes with, which has the little Cobra symbol there.
Cobra logo printed on it.
Cobra logo printed on it. Now the underside of it, as you can see, is pretty highly detailed. There's some stuff going on there, some detailed chunks and whatnot. But upon opening it, it's not. There's a keyboard there.
What's the screen?
It's the screen and the keyboard.
I believe there's at least one that came out with a sticker for the screen.
For the screen, I got you.
I'm not 100% on that, but I believe there was at least one. They've used that accessory a couple of times.
It's kind of sad they didn't make a sticker this time for it.
Well, whatever. I'm surprised we got it at all.
True. And then with Mindbender here, we'll go back to Mindbender here. You, of course, like we said, you get the little kind of German Luger there that he's holding in his right hand. Pretty nicely detailed little gun. And then we'll let's unplug the hose here for a second. Yes. And then on the back side, you've got the his backpack, which actually has some great
little painted details.
Yeah, so
which is a nice touch.
Yeah, the red and gray details on the buttons and some of the highlights there is nicely done on that little backpack. And of course, the backpack, just like kind of your vintage Joes, the more modern ones, just
the 25th have a much thinner peg.
Yeah, the little thin peg that plugs into the hole.
Or modern era.
Yeah, the modern era plugs into the hole pretty nicely on there.
Oh yeah, it works really well.
And then the hose there's a little nodule right there. The hose just plugs right into, so you've got that kind of vintage feel to that. And then his little brainwave scanner gun he can hold there. It's one plastic piece. It looks like it could separate right there, but it's not. It's one molded plastic piece with some nice kind of sci-fi 50s-ish details to it.
I'm pretty sure that came with the Cobra Island figure, and I'm pretty sure it's based on the original.
The original vintage figure.
Design, yeah.
And as Dave said, the sculpt here is a boss fight sculpt. It's a new.
That's what I've been told.
New boss fight sculpt there. He's kind of cheerful looking, actually. If you can kind of see, he's kind of got a little smile going on there underneath the handlebar mustache there. And it's a nicely detailed face. I mean, the monocle's painted pretty nicely there to kind of bring out the detail a little bit. And I love his furrowed brow there that almost becomes a unibrow. Is kind of nicely done. But his coat, like Dave said, this is all a new sculpted piece here.
The fur piece, the collar and the skirt are new.
Yeah.
I believe most of the rest of it, like I said, is Renegade's Cobra Commander.
Yes.
I know the torso is.
Yeah, the torso is. But it's a nice new sculpted piece there for the fur coat there, and he does have some great, you know, he can move. He's got two different points here, one right above the waist and one right at the waist, so he can move a little bit differently there than most figures. He's got some nice range there, yeah. As well as we haven't unstuck his joints though.
No, they should be able to bend.
Yeah, there we go. The elbow's a little tight.
A little tight.
The elbow can move in and out and can move, you know.
It's a classic Hasbro where it's a ball joint.
Yep. He's got the shoulders where they can move up and down and in and out. And then the legs are where the real.
I'm not 100% sure where the legs come from.
Yeah. The articulation in the hips there is
hindered by the bottom part of the jacket.
Yeah.
The skirt piece.
He does bend at the knees, so he does have the double jointed knees there, as well as the ankle joints with the little pivots.
I believe they have rockers.
Yeah, they have rockers on them. And the base again is really cool because it's a white base. Normally we would see.
With the Arctic guys, they do white bases. They did one for Iceberg as well.
Oh, that's cool. So a very cool little figure. That's a nice addition and a nice, of course, you know, this, like we said.
You know, I guess it's a variation of a character that's not my favorite character. It's an obscure, not obscure, but I mean, you know, it was like in one scene in the animated movie.
Right.
I guess if you're a fan of that, it's kind of cool. And I actually, compared to the original design of Mindbender.
Mindbender?
Yes, me English good speak.
Wow.
Compared to the actual real version of him, I prefer this one.
Right.
Rather than crazy shirtless guy.
Yeah.
So, but you know, I'm much more excited about next year's figure, frankly, which is Pythona, who's also from the movie.
Yes.
But has never been made before.
Never been done as a figure.
Not officially.
Not officially, no.
So, but it was an okay little figure.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's made from good parts. The new pieces are done really well. And you know, if you sign up for the club, you get them for free.
Exactly.
So
it's a win-win basically.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of him.
No.
And if you wanted him on a card, they sold him carded at JoeCon. That's the thing they do. The membership figures come like you saw in that little box.
In a bag.
And then at JoeCon they will sell carded versions of them. So we all got the carded version like a month ago.
Right.
Before these guys even showed up.
So. But this, usually everyone keeps the carded ones on the cards. And
yeah, because we know that we're going to get one anyway.
Right, you know you're going to get a bagged one that you can display loose anyway.
Yeah.
So, which makes a lot of sense. So, very cool. A nice little figure from the G.I. Joe Collector Club.
Yeah, not bad. I like it.
There you go, guys. There's a look at the G.I. Joe Collector Club subscription figure for 2015. As Dave said, the 2016 figure, which we will see next early summer, will be Pythona from the film. So we'll finally get a version of that figure from the G.I. Joe animated movie, which is a real big deal.
Well, and it's interesting that we will have two animated movie characters in a row.
Right.
And the first one I ever got was actually Big Lob, but he was an O-ring style, but he's again a animated movie character.
Right. That was the subscription figure from a couple of years ago?
From several years ago, yeah. I was trying to go through in my head who all they were. Because there's Iceberg, there's last year was Cross Country.
Right.
Then it was Iceberg, then I believe it was Footloose, and then I believe it was, or maybe I'm getting Footloose and Iceberg mixed up. And then it was Dialtone, and I never got my Dialtone. And Dialtone was the first modern era figure that they did.
Oh, yes.
And for some reason there was some big mess up. So a lot of people didn't get their Dialtone.
Right. So. Well, there you go. Thanks to Dave Draper for bringing over the great subscription figure to take a look at. Dave and I'll be back real soon with some all-new reviews as soon as Dave gets more stuff. Dave gets all the good stuff these days. Huh?
There's a box that's getting bigger and bigger, Big Bad, so we'll see.
There's a huge pile of loot.
It's not a huge pile, but it's getting there. Working on it.
Well, gang, make sure you check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/ToyWorldOrder. If you're not already watching this on YouTube, then why aren't you? Go to youtube.com/ToyWorldOrder, hit subscribe, mash the like button, as the puppet would say, like all the videos. Enjoy everything we've got.
You mash the like button! I will use my mind control rod to make you mash the like button.
It's not.
You like the mash about
Not working.
I don't. Is he Italian or is he German?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where did you go? You went
I
from
don't
one
know.
scale to the other, completely like random.
He's not a character I'm familiar with.
Like, hey, yo,
Hey, Luigi! Hey,
yo,
how
man,
about we invade Poland?
us Mindbenders from Brooklyn, we use this mind control device on people. Whether you go down to the Bronx or what, man, that's what you use. Hey, I'm mind controlling people. Hey, man. Sorry.
You're a cobra.
We got a little out of control there.
We lost it.
Gang, we'll be back real soon with an all-new review. Make sure you check it out. And until then, gang,
Keep playing with your toys.
Hey, yo, a Mindbender here. I don't know why I went there.
I'm trying to think of an accent I can do, but let's just end it.
Oi, I'm Mindbender. Love.
Good day.